Virgos, welcome back to my channel and welcome to all my new people here. Hopefully you decide to stick around and subscribe so you can see future readings from me. I also do personal reading lives where you guys can come through and ask me a personal reading question. So hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I do those as well if you want to join. And any information you need to get a personal session to check out my other YouTube channels will be in the description. But let's jump into the reading, Virgos. We have the Cross, the Mountain. We're going to pull about 9 cards from here. We have the Child. We have the Fish, the Scythe, the Anchor, the Fox, Bouquet, and the Clover. Interesting. And we're going to pull 4 from here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What are the urgent messages from their spiritual team? So we have keep your heart open to unexpected possibilities. There's always another opportunity to be had. Let me get this card off the floor. Park your negative thoughts and work only with the positive, And look to the natural world for inspiration. I've been getting this card for pretty much every sign that I've been doing today, which is interesting. But to kind of go into these cards before we actually really get into the reading, I feel like it's important that you're not setting your heart out on a specific outcome. And if that outcome doesn't necessarily manifest, you go into a space of feeling defeated or feeling as if you're on the wrong path. Okay. Know that your spiritual team can see far ahead, even in moments where you think that you have the full picture, the full understanding of what's going on. Know that your spiritual team knows what's best for you and can see ahead of time. So, also, with any opportunities that don't pan out, like job opportunities, relationship prospects that don't necessarily go anywhere, apartments that you may apply to that you may not get approved for, know that there is other opportunities to be had always. The only time that all your opportunities, all your options are exhausted is when you stop looking for them and stop putting yourself in the line of fire for them. But anywho, going into the actual cards that we have here, we have the Cross, we have the Mountain, and we have the Child here. So right off the bat, what I'm picking up on, I feel like there's this need for you to stop isolating yourself in the future. It could start to feel very drabby the more that you isolate yourself. You could start to, or you could even be possibly doing it right now, where you're starting to think about the worst outcomes, or you're starting to think about just everything in entirety. And it's just creating this like isolated stress. Or in you isolating yourself, it's causing you to have more stress. You could also find yourself like wanting to postpone taking some sort of test or some sort of like final test to finish some sort of course. You may not feel 100% like you're ready. And this could be because you're just overthinking. So make sure you're not doing that to yourself. Okay. You could also have an opportunity to do some sort of remote testing and just may not be aware of it. You guys also may have a spirit guide that's being really, what's the word I want to use? Strict on you. So if you guys are doing anything that's going against your, journey and basically making you backtrack in any way, your spirit guides are going to be on your behind, basically, is what I'm seeing. Especially with the way that this, I think that's a moose. Maybe I'm wrong. Is that a reindeer or a moose? Let me know in the comments if this is a reindeer or a moose, because at this point, I don't know. Another thing that I'm getting, you could have a very stubborn child or a child that's being very hard to work with during this time frame. If you don't have the best relationship with them, it could be really hard for you to get through. Okay, you could also have a child that just needs your support right now. They could be going through things emotionally and not knowing how to work through it. Some of you also may feel like this strong desire to get out of the house. If you just recently had a child, or have just been bound to mommy or daddy duty, you could just literally feel like if you don't get up out of the house, you're going to have some sort of mental breakdown. So there could be a need for some sort of like stress relief. Now, going further, some of you guys are also going to need some strong spiritual strength in whatever new business that you could be trying to start here. It could be very difficult in terms of, getting to the point of opening it up. But the key is having the faith in whatever you're trying to do so that you can actually see progress come from it. Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, you're only going to show up so much. Anywho, we have the fish, the scythe, and we also have the anchor in the second row. So the fish, I love the fish because this is about money, flow. This is about currency, prosperity, all of that. This could also represent alcoholism. So definitely be careful of alcoholism in the future on your own or someone around you struggling with alcoholism. All right. And speaking of that, with the scythe being right next to it, you could be deciding that, yeah, you want to cut off certain addictions that you could have because it could be messing up your money. You could also be really upset with the boss because there could be some sort of pay cuts or a cut to budgets. Now, this could manifest as either a cut to like the work budget or them trying to cut your salary, or you getting some sort of unexpected cash from some sort of pay cut you may have taken in the past, or bonuses that may have been cut off. And then with the anchor being here, this is about stability. So, you could find that there's this likelihood of you being able to stabilize a business. Like, I just keep seeing really good things in terms of a business. It's going to be some work. And you may have to, invest in this business on a fixed income or, in a limited way. But in the end, this could be very promising. But this is a long-term investment. Now, going deeper, the last row, we have the fox, we have the bouquet, and we also have the clove here. So with the fox being here, this is you needing to be careful of certain individuals around you. Okay, you could have a very fake boss, fake set of co-workers, okay, fake friends who you need to be careful of telling your business to, because everybody who you ask for advice is not genuinely trying to give you that. They're just more so trying to be in your business, okay? You also do need to be careful of being tricked into believing that a job is larger than life. You could be, fed a whole bunch of dreams when it comes to like some sort of commission-based job, and it could be very tiring. Some of you guys also may be finally able to graduate cosmetology school or some sort of like trade here. You could also start a job around this time frame that you may like, but something makes you like leave abruptly, or this may even be a job that you don't necessarily like, but it's like a temporary source of like money or employment, or you may be there just for a little bit and then you get some sort of promotion. Okay. You could also find that the workplace is just a lot like this new job. It's a lot easier going in terms of the environment. But again, you need to be careful of who you're telling your business to, because everybody may not be as genuine as you, or, not the type to tell your business. But these are just some of the things that I see. I hope that this reading was helpful. If it was, definitely feel free to thumbs up the video and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.